Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to another video of mine. So, in this video, I'm probably going over the LEC teams and how I think they will do for the 2026 season. And now, the rosters are basically completed. The only ones that aren't completed is Fnatic. Now, I think Fnatic's roster is also already completed because I believe they're just going to re-sign Razork and bring back Upset. There are no really good options for their jungle, and Razork and Upset, although they underperform at internationals, they're still pretty good players in the LEC. And so with that, we can just begin this ranking tier list. So, let's start from the left from the right. So, Empyrus, I don't know much about him. So, I'm just going to be looking at placements, and from what I'm looking at, he did pretty good. But throughout the season, they played pretty well. He is the top laner, and they are pretty popular to be playing against. He won at the Red Bull event. But I like this change. As long as there was a change for Oscarinen, I did not think Oscarinen was that strong. After watching him in 2023, Oscarinen, anyone could have changed Oscarinen. He's a strong player, trust me, but when you're a Fnatic fan and you see Oscarinen play, you want to wonder why you're a Fnatic fan. Razork, he is a good player. I would not change anything about Razork. So the interesting thing for Fnatic mid lane is that Poby has left, or they kicked Poby, and now Fnatic have now gotten Vladdy from Karmine Corp. Now Vladdy's still young. I think Vladdy still has a good career ahead of him. Where is he? Vladdy's still young. He's only 20. He has a lot of room to grow. And also, he's a still really strong mid laner. I think he's the top 3 mid laner in the league, behind Caps and someone else. He has shown high highs, but he's also shown some low lows. Now, I assume he'll do fine in the league with his skill level, and with a team like Fnatic and the coach as Grabs. Grabs is a good coach. I've heard there's controversy around him and his interview about saying like, oh, how am I supposed to do better when other coaches are doing more stuff? Like, and that was such a stupid interview that I heard. I think he's just under a lot of pressure. Is that why he said that things? But I think Vladdy's gonna do well in Fnatic. I love Vladdy. I just don't like KC fans. They are so... Have you guys seen the things KC fans have been saying of Vladdy on stream? Like, it's actually unacceptable. But let's go to the next one. Upset. Upset's a really good AD carry, but without Mickey, I feel like it's going to be a little weak. Lospa is apparently going into the... Lospa is apparently joining. Lospa is a Korean, so it's a Korean import. And he did play for Giantx and football esports. I don't have enough information to go around this, but Lospa used to play with Pays and Quid, and they achieved high rankings in the LCK Challengers League. So I'm saying he's a really good player and a good pickup. Now, in the ranking tier list, with two rookies, Razork, Upset, and Poby, I don't really know who's going to be shot calling on this team. It's really hard to say. I used to think Humanoid was the shot caller, but I think it's now going to be Razork. Now, the ranking, I'll put it at a B tier for now because I have not seen how these two, the top laner and or support play. If you guys know how they play, tell me in the comments. I'm going to be really excited to see how the LEC is shaking up in the 2026 season. Now, G2. Now, I don't even need to explain why I'm putting G2 in S tier. This team made it to quarterfinals of Worlds 2025. No other LEC team has done that. So, therefore, they get the benefit of the doubt. I don't know if I'm using that correctly, but they have Caps. Caps is a very strong mid laner, best mid laner in the league. No one is better than him. There might be someone that meets him for one split, but then Caps will come back running and beat them in the other 3 splits or 2 splits. Skumon, amazing rookie season. He was able to integrate with the G2 lineup so well. Split 1 weak, split 2 was getting there, but split 3 he came together with all of G2. Now Broken Blade is the shot caller G2. I do know that, but his skills have gotten a little questionable to us. I still remember that Warwick into an Aatrox against Furia. Maybe that was just a bad draft, but Broken Blade has not been looking like himself. He hasn't been looking like the godfather of G2. Everyone calls him the godfather because he just takes control of top lane. No one can beat him. But I haven't seen that. Hansama? I used to dislike Hansama due to his passive playstyle, but I'm starting to like him more. He's taking more initiative, and I don't know if that's with Labrov as a support or with Mickey, but Hansama, his gameplay has been looking quite clean. I see that he's taking a lot more risk, and he's starting to think out. He's starting to play more risk, but also think through the situations really well, and that's what I like about him. Now, but Labrov has had a weak season. Labrov used to play on BDS. I don't know if you guys knew that. He used to be on the BDS team with Adam, Nuke, Sheo, and Ice, and he was doing pretty good. He wasn't at the top, but he was doing pretty good as a support. This season, he's been weak throughout the entire season. I'm not really happy with his performance, but he is integrating. I feel like, if you guys have not heard, Busio, Inspired, and Aiming try to join the team, and Busio is the NA Pride talent of North America, and so G2 declined the Busio offer, which is questionable because everyone would think Busio would be a great upgrade. So they must have a plan for making Labrov better, and I agree with that. You don't want to get rid of your project. This project that G2 has been doing with rookies, with Yike in the jungle, is insane, which is really good. So I respect G2 for their option. And with Dylan Falco, other coaches, they don't interest me. But Dylan Falco, this guy, he is an amazing coach. Don't really know. I'm just going to say he's an amazing coach. And so with that, G2 deserves S tier. And so let's move on to the second team. So GX have kept their entire roster. Lot in the top lane, Isma in the jungle, Jackie's in the mid lane, and we have Noah and Jun Korean bot lane. Now let's go with the bot lane. Noah and Jun, great players. I used to we watched them on 2023 Fnatic. They played really well in the regular season. At Worlds they played, but these two are really good as a duo. And Jackie's, he's a young Pride talent. Jackie's is a really great player. Young guy. Although his rankings don't really say much about him, he's a really good mid laner. Sometimes, I still remember that one time they, Karmine Corp and GX played against each other, and that match was horrible. Vladdy, those are some bad games Vladdy's and Jackie's can play. Isma, I've heard a lot about Isma as a jungler, but I just don't remember the things he has done. He did actually place really high. Oh, this was the roster for Helen Luan, yeah. Isma, good jungler. I'd say he's a good jungler. Lot, really great Cristante player. He's a really good Cristante player. I haven't seen much out of him either, out of that. But GX roster, they've been middle of the pack ever since I watched them. GX, they're not bad. They're pretty good actually if they're up to it. So I'll put them at B tier. I'll probably change my my rankings around because some teams, once I put LR or Karmine Corp, once I get there, they're actually going to be looking good. So let's move on. Now, Karmine Corp, I think Karmine Corp is going to bring a lot of hype. Now, Kana, he's a great top laner. If you guys have not watched him in LCK, he was an amazing top laner for DK and T1. He's an amazing Gnar player, and his understanding of the game is really good. And with Kaiyahu joining, I feel like there's going to be a lot of synergy between the mid laner because they both speak Korean. So I have hope in this roster. Now for the bot lane. This is the most hype part. Kalist, he's the EU talent, French prodigy from others. He had a very disappointing split 2 and split 3. But it was a really good split 1. He showcased what his talent is, and I like that. Now, Targamas, I'm sorry, I'm a Targamas hater. Ever since he was on G2, I literally hated him. No plays he made were that good. So I'm happy Target missed first place. And the person joining him is the NA talent from LCS, Busio. Now, Busio was the best NA support. He kept on making plays. He's a Bard player. Don't give him Bard. He actually kind of styled on G2 at MSI with Bard. So, yeah. Karmine Corp, I would say they're top of the pack. S tier. Now, although they only changed 2 players, these 2 players are actually upgrades, I think. Now, I can't really say about the mid lane pool, but Targamas mid lane, I feel like they're going to change a lot. Busio is going to change the game a lot. Anything under S tier, anything under, if they lose to any team besides G2 and maybe LR and Movie Star Koi, then it would be a disappointment. Now, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that they are in this tier. Karmine Corp Blue. Okay, so for Challengers League, like Los Ratones and Karmine Corp Blue, I can't really give my opinion on them. Never mind, let's look at Movie Star Koi. Sorry, I gotta go in order. Movie Star Koi, I really love this roster, the Spanish roster, and with Jojo Pin. I really like it. Mirwin's has some shaky shakes. That's not really how people say, but shaky performances recently. We always think of him as this strange guy who plays weird picks like Ferris top, Nidalee top, literally anything top. You just put him Kled. Yeah, there we go. He has had some issues. Now, it was between this roster, I realized that either the team is going to be playing for Mirwin or Mirwin has to adapt and play with the team. And I realized that Mirwin's playing with the team now. They're never picking his weird picks anymore. And it kind of makes him weak because now that he can't pick his weird picks, he's playing quite weak because he has to integrate himself into the roster, you know, playing Rumble, you know, standard comps like Cassante. What else is there? Rumble, Yorick. So it's making him seem a little weak, but he's still a good player. I'd say like top 5, top 4 of the top 12. Good player. Elyoya, I would say he is one of the best junglers in the league. He is the best jungler in the league, actually. He's made it to 5 worlds straight. Now, there are some issues. I think it's not his shot calling. I think he is a shot caller, though. It's him and I think, yeah, he's the shot caller of the team. Now, I assume his team is the one inting him and giving him such weird comms to go in on something. But he has masterclass plays. He's never having a bad day unless, you know, he's getting actually like gapped and like every 5 players are trying to jump on him. But I would say Elyoya is an amazing player in the LEC. And that if we could get a super team of like Elyoya, Caps, Kana, Kalist, and Busio, like that could actually take it to semifinals of Worlds. But that's enough glazing. I love Elyoya as a player. I used to not like him because, you know, I was an NA fan. We always played against Elyoya. But he's a really good player. I respect it. Now Jojo Pyun has actually looked really great ever since transferring here from North America. He's been gapping all the LEC mid laners. He's been gapping, like, sometimes he gaps Caps, but that's rarely. That's on a good day, especially in the spring finals to qualify for MSI. Nothing to say about Jojo Pyun. He plays really fine. His performance at Worlds was really good, actually, too, except for that T1 series. He was gapping Team Secret. He was gapping, I think, B2D for a little bit, and then they got, you know. But Jojo Pyun is a really good player. Now, Supa, I want to say Supa is a good player, but I can't say that anymore, because I used to think Supa was just, like, amazing. He couldn't make mistakes, but apparently in the league, Supa always makes a lot of mistakes, and after watching the documentary MKoi, I realized that he doesn't really have confidence in himself, and he's always stressed. He's always thinking about, like, oh, why am I so bad? And so Supa's a good player, but if he can work on that mental, I think this team would be a better roster, like better performance. I'm rooting for him. Now Alvaro, great player for Alvaro. I remember watching his support, and he is super good. Now, why is he super good? I was watching him at MSI, and he was playing really well. I can't see his match history. Okay, that's cool. But he's a really good engage player, from what I know. Alistar, Rakan, Leona, put him on any engage, and he'll deliver. He always finds the greatest angles, and if him and El Yoyo are on synced, they perform massively. Like, he could get like a 5-man Nico knockup, 3-man Alistar knockup. Malzit, good coach. Malzit, good coach. I think he's a good coach. From what I saw from the documentary, he's doing his job. He's saying like, oh, we gotta play better, guys. We should be playing better than these guys. These are not good. What is happening? He also talks to Supa and concerning him about like, why are we not doing this? Like, are you okay? That's a good coach right there. Oh my gosh, love Melzit, love MKoi. I'm an MKoi fan. I'm a little biased, but I think MKoi is gonna be an A tier. They have not shown me that they're S tier with probably Mirwin and Supa, but they're a good team. Now, Adam is teamless for the 2026 season, which is quite strange. Navi has always been seen as the rogue, because Navi took Rogue's roster. So you see Larson and Adam. I don't know much about these because I think they're bringing in a lot of rookies from the Challengers League. They bought him out from, I think, a Challengers League, so I can't really say much about this, but this guy used to play on Karmine Corp. Yes. Paris, from what I've seen, he was a good support. He played roaming supports, if I'm not wrong. He liked playing roaming supports. Oh, that's a lot of lost. But yeah, he played engage. He's a really good engager from what I saw. I've never seen him on an enchanter. Yeah, but this meta has been all engage. So I like the pickup from Navi. Poby's a good player. Hansam D's, from what I saw in Navi, I think it's just a team that sucked. So I couldn't really gauge how good Hansam D was. I think this might be a C tier team. I wouldn't say D tier because they did get rid of the worst players on the team. Malrang support, Larson mid, Adam. I think Adam was getting inted, but it was a little weak of a team. So I'm going to say that they would rank in the C tier. So next we have SK. Wonder has gone out from streaming, I guess. He's back. Wonder is back on the team. Let's go. World 2021 too. Now, Skeens, Lighter, no, Yopa. I assume it's Yopa, not Jopa. Can't really say much about them. This does seem like a good team, because he did play on Vitality in the LFL, which is a real. They're also competitive. So I'm gonna put. This is gonna be a fast one. I'm gonna put them in Team Vitality, right? No, SK. SK. C tier. I haven't seen much of them, so they do have really great players, really OG players. So now, please give me people I know. Okay, these are people I know. Okay, let's look. Let's look at these people. BDS is next, and we have Rooster, Bokata, Nuke, Paddock, and Chimpy. Okay, I can probably talk about them. Let's talk about them. Okay. Bokata, jungler of BDS. Bokata, I think he showed a really good performance. It was an unfortunate summer season, but he's a really good jungler. The wins they got were convincing. They were really convincing, actually. Although they struggled in some games, they did play against the top two. They played against Fnatic and G2, and then they immediately had to play against the Team Heretics. So Team Heretics might not seem strong, but after playing against G2 and Fnatic, your morale is definitely going to be down a little bit. But they won a game. They definitely showed it. Now, it was an unfortunate summer playoffs. They did beat SK, but then they lost to them. But this jungler is really good. Rooster, same thing. He's from the Hanwha Life Challengers. He had a great showing from his stats. So, and it's his first season, so I think it's fine. Now Nuke, I should probably have a lot to talk about for him. I'd just say he's a good mage mid laner. Can't really say much. He's not like someone like Caps where I see him 24/7 to gauge his skill. But since he's been on BDS for so long, he was on BDS when they qualified for Worlds, and I liked it when they showed a great performance with them. And performance of Ice, he worked well with Ice, if you guys remember. Ice was on BDS for a little bit. He's actually still on BDS, I think, right now. No, Ice is on Team Heretics. Okay. Him and Ice worked really well together. He always played for Ice. I'd say B tier. And he was on KT Challengers. So Paddock, he's not a bad AD carry. He's probably like the bottom of the pack AD carry in LCK, but I think he'll work fine in this environment. And Trimby is a weird one. He's coming back from Brazil on the Vivo Cade roster. He's left Vivo Cade and joined Europe again to prove himself once again. He's a really great support player, but because he's with a Korean AD carry, I don't know how this is gonna work. Trimby's specialty is definitely engage supports, as I saw with him, and I feel like it's gonna work well with this roster. Okay, my commentary is not really in depth anymore because I'm starting to like forget what these guys did, so I'm sorry for that. Team Heretics. Okay, they've gotten rid of Carlson and Camilo. Okay, so he's some challengers. Can't really give my opinion. I feel like the roster will do pretty well. So see. Yeah, I do trust in Ice to carry this team into a higher standing. So yeah. Okay, now we're on the last team. How long is this video? 31 minutes. Oh Jesus Christ! I'm sorry for you guys hearing silence for half the video. Now, Naknako. Naknako, I believe he's a great top laner from what I saw. Let's see this guy. Oh yeah, this guy's great. Oh my gosh. He plays bruisers. Oh, his bruisers are amazing. Trust me, dude. If you guys see this guy lock a bruiser, he's gonna play really well. Linkas? Linkas, let's see. Let's see if I know Linkas that well. Linkas is the okay. Yeah, I was playing Esports Duel, and I had to guess who this guy was. I gave up because I didn't know what his country flag was. I didn't know he's I can't pronounce it. I'm gonna get flamed. He's a really good supporting jungler, good engager, plays really well in the fight. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. Humanoid? Okay, Humanoid I know a lot about. Okay, Humanoid was on Fnatic for last year for the spring and winter split. On summer, he got replaced by Poby, and Humanoid, he always showed a good performance, but he wouldn't carry. He would show, he's like Pays. He's like, oh, let me do my job, and my teammates feed me. Oh, yes, I'll deliver it. But when they're down behind, he doesn't really make any proactive plays. He's just like, oh, yeah. Okay, we don't have a lead. No, guess I'll just sit here and die. Not exactly like that, but he doesn't really like get the strive to win. He just like sits there with his gold behind, like unless he gets a gold lead before after 15 minutes. I'm gonna start saying Karzi? Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see the bot. Okay. Last two players, guys, come on. Okay. Karzi is actually a really good player on caster AD carries. Like, not straightforward AD carries. Like, Jinx, I would not put him on Jinx, Yunara. Well, actually, I put him on Yunara. But I would like to see, this guy is amazing on Ezreal, Yunara, Jhin. Skill shot, people. Caitlyn. Put him on skill shots. Anything with skill shots, he'll hit, like, oh, and Vayne, and Varus, and Kaisa. Now, anything that's like Ashe or a Jinx or a, let's say like what auto attacks a lot? Kog'Maw, don't put him on that. Don't put this guy on that. So, and Fleshy, I haven't really watched a lot of Fleshy, but Fleshy is a good player, trust me. His engages are, and this entire meta has just been all engages. There's been no point of enchanters, but his engages are really good. I really love just Nautilus, Braum, and Rel. Besides that, he's a good player. Can't really say much about that. I'll be happy to see him in the LEC once more after watching him last year. And so, with Humanoid as their mid laner, I think this team will go very far. And Karzi and Fleshy as the bot laner. Top lane, I need to see more top lane. I wasn't really focused on top lane in the last season, so I say this is a good. Okay, so basically this will probably be my official ranking of the teams. Actually, wait, hold up. I gotta take a screenshot of this real fast. Okay. So this will be my basically rankings of these teams if I had to guess. G2 at the top because, you know, the G2 always performing well. KC, Kana, Yike, Busio, Kalist. super roster coming in right now. M Star Koi, Movie Star Koi, pretty good. They have some ups and downs, but I don't think they can beat the new form of KC. LR, they have Baus. Baus's Law, you know, he's going to be proxying or playing these weird games out. Plus, we have Nemesis mid lane, Reckless bot lane. Like, oh, it's a really good team. Fnatic is going to be a really weird one. I think I should put them at the back because I don't really know how they're going to do 2 rookies. Well, not 2 rookies. Lost, but it's 2 rookies because Lost, but this is his first year in the LEC. Now GX, let's see. I have a lot of faith in GX. They have Noah Jun, Jackie's been in the LEC. These guys have been in the LEC for a while. BDS, they have Trimby, they have Nuke. I think they're gonna go far. Vitality, yeah, they have Humanoid. I think this ranking. Now, Karmine Corp Blue, I'm putting them at the back because I don't know how well they're going to do. I assume they're going to do better than Fnatic since they just won LFL Challengers or LFL Champions or the finals of that. So, yeah. Now, Na'Vi, it's a good team. It's a good team, trust me. But with Kobe, I don't have much faith in Trophy from what I've seen because he's getting run down by Fnatic. So, I can't put much faith in it. SK, it's an Uncle roster, so I don't really know how they're going to play. Because 3 of them I haven't even seen in so long. They have Mickey though. And last one, Team Heretics. This Team Heretics. It's the same thing. 3 rookies, but Shayo's a good jungler, but these guys don't really scream much to me. These rookies. Now Ice has to carry so much in order to win this, but this is my tier list. I'll put everything back here now. So this is my real tier list. Hit me if you agree. I don't think anyone will disagree with my top 3 teams, but the bottom what, 7? 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah. 6, 7? Oh. Anyways, bottom 7. Tell me how you guys think their roster is going to play, or how they played in the LEC. I did watch it, but I never really got to see much about the bottom tier teams. And with that, this is my video. I might be doing an LCS video soon. And I hope it's not 40 minutes. I'll probably edit this down. I hope I can edit this down. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.